Ukrainian officials say they've received the bodies of 1,200 soldiers from Russia, and it's part of an agreement reached earlier this month during talks in Turkiye. Russian state media says it's handed back nearly 5,000 bodies overall, but that Ukraine hasn't reciprocated. Ukraine's defense minister insists 4,812 bodies have been returned to Russia this week. Assad Baig has more from the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv.
Russia has handed over 1,200 bodies of Ukrainians. Now, Russia has said that Ukraine has not stuck to its side of the agreement, but we haven't heard anything official from the Ukrainians as to counter those claims. Now, this agreement came out of the negotiations that took place in Istanbul on June the 2nd. In fact, President Zelenskyy said that the only thing that came out of those negotiations was this agreement to hand over 6,000 bodies of Russians and Ukrainians, as well as prisoners. Now, Russia says it's handed over 4,000 bodies to the Ukrainians, and President Zelenskyy says that he anticipates these swaps to continue until around the 20th or the 21st of June. But for the Ukrainian families here that are hoping for closure, well, it will take time, the Ukrainians say, to identify those bodies as they continue forensic checks on those bodies. As for the prisoner swaps, the Ukrainians have been quiet about the numbers, they say for security reasons, but some of those prisoners, we understand, were captured at the start of the war and have spent years in Russian captivity. Elsewhere in the country, Ukraine says that they continue to shoot down Russian drones and missiles overnight, intercepting most of them, but also the Russians have been making small advances in the east of the country as well as Sumy, according to the Russians, although it's very difficult to independently verify those claims. Assad Baig, Al Jazeera, Kyiv, Ukraine.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.